Hi, friend. Welcome to my channel, The Cloud Security Guy. This is Tamur. And if you're new here, I talk on a weekly basis about things like cloud security, artificial intelligence, and one more topic which I have not talked about for some time, which is, of course, the UK and specifically the UK Global Talent Visa. I try to help people out. I've gotten the technician visa, the Global Talent Visa in 2021, and I try to give as much advice as I can to help people who are looking into this visa. And today I want to talk about a topic which I get asked about a lot, which is the comparison between the skilled worker visa and the global talent visa. So this is what I wanted to talk about, guys. Before we move ahead, please do like and subscribe to this channel. And one small disclaimer that I'm not an immigration consultant. So please, this is just my own personal advice, and this is just me helping you out. Please do not take this as immigration advice because I'm not an immigration consultant. But first of all, what is the global talent visa or the technician visa? It's called either of the both. So this is the UK government. They created a pathway for expert and talented people to come and work and live in the UK. They want people to highly skilled talented people to come and contribute to the tech sector here. Who decides whether you're a top talent or not? Like whether you're talented, it is called that body is called technician. They are the ones who endorse you. Basically, they give you an endorsement whether you are exceptionally talented or you are a like potentially a very talented person or not. So I've made a detailed video on this, about the global talent visa, what it is, what you need to do. I'll link it here and you can take a look at that. But the topic here is comparing the two, which is comparing the technician visa with the skilled worker visa. A lot of people ask me what is the differences between the two. The skilled worker visa is like possibly the most popular visa route for IT professionals to come to the UK. And a lot of people, the tech workers, they come in through those technology companies. They do transfers or they come here, and a lot of people then they do ask that what is the difference between the two. Should I go for a skilled worker visa, should I go for a technician visa? So hopefully I'm just trying to clarify any confusion you might have in this video. So first of all, the skilled worker visa, it allows you to, it is a work visa, okay? So you need a job for this. It allows you to come and stay in the UK to do an eligible job with an approved employer. It's like a work visa attached to your job, and to qualify it you must work for the UK employer that's been approved by the home office. So you'll get like a certificate of sponsorship, right? And they'll tell you this is the job you've been authorized to do, and this job must be on the list of eligible occupations. You must be paid like a minimum salary. You must have like, you must be able to speak, read, write, and understand English. You usually need to prove your knowledge of English when you apply. And after 5 years, the great thing is you can apply to settle permanently in the UK. It's like the indefinite leave to remain. This gives you the right to live, work, and study here for as long as you like. It's a great visa. Nothing wrong with it. The only problem is that what happens if you lose your job? Unfortunately, that risk is there. Okay. And moving on to the technician, the global talent visa, which I talked about before. This visa, if you get it, and it's a bit difficult to get, but if you get it, it's attached to you. Okay, you do not need a job offer, you do not need a sponsorship. It doesn't have an age requirement or a language requirement, and you can easily switch jobs. And the best of thing is, if you are endorsed for exceptional talent after 3 years, you can apply for indefinite leave to remain. So you don't have to wait 5 years. That's 2 years of the waiting. So within 3 years, you are eligible for indefinite leave to remain, which is pretty awesome, honestly. So that's what I wanted to show you. If I wanted to just summarize it, this is what it looks like. So with a technician, you have more freedom, right? And it's faster settlement. If you get exceptional talented, there's no language age requirements, and of course, the added prestige of endorsement, right? You can show people, that show your employers, you can negotiate higher salaries, you can negotiate better jobs. The bad thing is, it's a difficult requirement, it is a difficult visa to give. The technician requirements can be very challenging, and to help that out, I have created a program which I'll talk about later. But the thing is, I mean, you have to do everything yourself, right? And I can help out in this, but the vast majority of people, you have to do everything yourself, and it can be a bit of a difficult visa to get. Similarly, the skilled worker visa, now this is much easier to get, and usually employers will handle most of it. The cons of this is, you need a job, of course, right? You need a job by an employer, you need to be sponsored, so less freedom. I mean, you can change your job, but then you need to find a sponsor, right? Who will sponsor you again? And the English language requirements are there, and the ILR process is also longer. Like it can be around 5 years before you can apply for settlement, which can be a little bit frustrating for people compared to the technician visa. So this is, I hope you got a better idea. So the technician visa is more difficult to get, but the effort is worth it because of the flexibility you get. And the skilled worker visa is also excellent option, but remember it's tied to your job. And for most people, it's not an issue unless you plan on switching jobs or you want more freedom. Okay, but the key thing is, guys, whichever you choose, both are excellent visas to come to the UK. Remember, the hard part is getting to the UK. Once you are here, you can focus on cementing yourself, and it is a life-changing event coming to the UK to be and coming with you and your family. uh, Lastly, guys, before we go, I have created a program, a do-it-yourself program, and a coaching program to help people get the technician visa. I'll link it in the description. Take a look at it, just in case you're interested. I've made it there to help people out. Okay, thank you very much, guys. Do like and subscribe to this channel. So, and if you're interested in this, let me know. Share this video as much as possible, and that will really help the channel to grow. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.